Hey, what's going on everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to today's Pokemon Go video. Okay, so in a couple of weeks, we're going to be getting the World Championships for the Pokemon franchise, and one of the games that is going to see competitive play during that event is of course going to be Pokemon Go. And because of that, Niantic is having a tie-in event within Pokemon Go itself, and I actually think this event is quite exciting, especially if you PvP. So for this video, I'm going to be going over all the details for this event for both people who are attending the World Championships, as well as for the rest of the world and what they're going to be getting in-game. Alright, first up, let's talk about the 2024 Pokemon World Championships. This event is going to be happening on August 16 to August 18, 2024, over in Honolulu, Hawaii. The top qualifying Pokemon Go players from around the globe will compete to determine who will be crowned the 2024 Pokemon Go World Champion. Among other prizes, the Pokemon Go World Champion will receive an in-game World Champion 2024 outfit as well as a pose. For all those who are competing at this event, best of luck to you. I do think PvP is in a pretty bad state, but if you get lucky and you don't experience a lot of bugs, maybe you will get the championship win. So yeah, best of luck to all of you. Now, for all the rest of us, there's going to be opportunities for us to get a brand new avatar item, but we will need to watch the Twitch stream of the event, and there's going to be various promo codes that will be displayed throughout the event. So next up, let's talk about the tie-in event that's going to be happening in the game. A 2024 Pokemon World Championship celebration event is going to be happening on Friday, August 16 at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until Tuesday, August 20th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. The following Pokemon is going to make a debut during this event, and it's going to be a Pikachu wearing a World Championships 2024 outfit. And in my opinion, this is by far one of the most unique costume Pikachus we've had in a very long time. So I do think it's actually going to be worth going after. And if you get lucky, you might even encounter a shiny one. That is definitely going to be valuable, and I do think for anyone who ends up getting it, they have ultimate bragging rights because of just how cool this Pokemon looks. Now, during this event, we're going to see the following event bonuses be active. We're going to have up to 5 special trades every single day, and then you're going to be able to use charge TMs to remove frustration off of your shadow Pokemon. I really like the fact that they're extending this bonus from the Team Go Rocket Takeover event, which is going to be happening right before this. So if you have any shadow Pokemon that you want to remove frustration off of, but you completely missed doing it from the Team Go Rocket Takeover event, you're going to get yourself a second chance at doing it during this event. So that's something you should keep in mind. Now, during this event, we're going to see the following Pokemon as wild encounters. We're going to see Mankey, Lickitung, Marill, Paldean Wooper, Swablu, Fletchling, Carbink, Grubbin, and Marini. And you're also going to see uncommon encounters with Skarmory. Now, obviously, there is a running theme with all of these wild encounters. They're all really good PvP Pokemon. In particular, I think you should focus in on Carbink. That is a Pokemon that often is considered extremely rare, but it is a top tier Pokemon when it comes to the Great League. So if you want to get yourself one of the best Pokemon for PvP, then you should focus in on Carbink and hope for those PvP IVs. Now, during this event, these are going to be the Pokemon that you're going to see as field research task rewards. We are, of course, going to be getting the new Costume Pikachu, but also Swablu, Mindfu, and Marini. And then during this event, there's going to be a $5 paid timed research. It's going to award you with 1 premium battle pass, 25,000 Stardust, and encounters with Azumarill, Vigoroth, as well as Cresselia. Now, something to keep in mind is that this is how you can get yourself a PvP IV Cresselia that's under 1500 combat points. That's a very key thing because very often when you get a Cresselia, it's going to be beyond the 1500 limit, so you're not going to be able to use it in the Great League. But this is going to be one of those opportunities where you will be able to get that. And Cresselia in the Great League is a powerhouse, so you do not want to miss out on it. Now, the following Pokemon is going to be available in raid battles. In 1-star raids, we're going to have the Costume Pikachu, as well as Mindfu, and then in 3-star raids, we're going to have Lickitung, Galarian Stunfisk, as well as Diggersby. Now, in my opinion, you should focus in on just getting the Costume Pikachu, because the rest of the Pokemon are not going to be able to get PvP IVs from raids, so you should probably skip those out because they're not going to be a good use of your raid passes. And then the following Pokemon are going to be in Shadow Raids during this event. In 1-star Shadow Raids, we're going to have Shadow Magnemite, Shadow Dratini, Shadow Wooper, and Shadow Gligar. And then in 3-star raids, we're going to have Shadow Wobbuffet, Shadow Kirlia, as well as Shadow Sableye. And in my opinion, out of all of these, Shadow Gligar is the only one worth going after. Alright, so for this Pokemon Go World Championships event, there's also going to be certain Pokemon that will have very special moves whenever you catch them. Specifically, Lickitung that you catch will have the Charge Attack Body Slam, and then Mindfu is going to get the Charge Attack High Jump Kick. And then certain Pokemon are going to get their Community Day moves when you evolve into them during this event. These include Quagsire getting Aqua Tail, Altaria getting Moonblast, Charjabug getting Volt Switch, and Talonflame getting Incinerate. All of these are very PvP centric, so if you are a raider, do not expect to get anything good out of evolving any of these Pokemon. And then finally, there's going to be avatar items related to the event. You're going to be able to get yourself a ukulele pose, a bucket hat, as well as an Aloha shirt, and these are all going to be available for purchase within the Poke Shop. Now, during this tie-in event, there's also going to be a Go Battle Week that's going to close out the PvP season. From Friday, August 16 at 12 o'clock a.m. local time until Tuesday, August 20th at 11:59 p.m. local time, you're going to see the following bonuses. 4 times the amount of Stardust from win rewards, the maximum number of stats you can play per day will be increased from 5 to 20, and then free battle-themed timed research will be available. And then any Pokemon encounters that you get from Go Battle League rewards will have a wider variance of attack, defense, and HP. That also includes any legendary encounters, so that's something you should definitely keep in mind. Now, the following leagues are going to be active during this event. We are, of course, going to be getting the 3 basic leagues, the Great League, Ultra League, and Master League, but there's also going to be a Catch Cup Great League edition that will be active. And then finally, there's going to be some web store bundles that will be available during this event, and in my opinion, these are absolutely not worth it. You're basically spending money for a bunch of items that you can get in the game for free, so I highly suggest you do not spend any money on this event, especially when it comes to these bundles. If anything, you should only spend your money on getting that timed research ticket because it will give you the opportunity at getting a Cresselia under the 1500 combat points limit, and that is actually extremely valuable. So yeah, it's a very simple event. There's nothing all too special with it, although I will say that the new Costume Pikachu is one of the best that we've ever seen. It's not only a super unique model, but I think it's really fun and quite cool. I'm excited to pick myself up one of those, and hopefully I'll be lucky enough to pick up a shiny. Now, the one thing I'm not a fan of is, of course, the timed research, giving you a Cresselia that you could use for the Great League. I do not like the fact that this very powerful Pokemon that you typically cannot get is paywalled. It's going to cause a lot of controversy. I do predict that there's going to be some players who are going to be unhappy about that. And it is a timed research, which means even if you pay the $5, if you do not complete the research, you're not going to end up getting the big reward at the end. So I do not like that move, and I do think that it's just another example of Niantic straying into more pay-to-win territory, and this one is definitely pay-to-win considering how powerful Cresselia can be. And yeah, I'm just overall not a fan of it. I think it would have gone over a lot better if it was a free reward, like if it was something in the game that you could get even if you do not spend money, and then maybe you could spend money to get extra rewards. I think that would have been a much better direction, but this is Niantic here. I don't think they would have ever gone for that. It's quite unfortunate, but yeah, aside from this, I do think there's still a lot to look forward to. Yes, there's going to be a battle week, which I personally think is some of the best times to play Pokemon Go, mainly because you do get some really nice rewards. So yeah, overall, pretty happy about this event. I think it's going to be serviceable. It's not necessarily going to be a game-changing event, but there's a lot to look forward to, and there's a lot to enjoy with this event, so yeah. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding this World Championship tie-in event down below in the comments. What is one thing in particular that you really like about this event? Definitely share what that is, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. If you ended up enjoying it, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that notification bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And real quick, let me give a shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Costume channel, the best way you could do so is by joining my Patreon. If you choose to do that, you'll get a permanent spot on my in-game Pokemon Go friends list. So when it comes to remote raids and the friendship system, if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. And if you want to support my channel in a different way, you can do so by following me on social media. My handle is @Jinsula. I'm on the platforms that you see on screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch y'all later.